YouTube, what's up, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy SW. I'm over here in the laboratory chilling, you know. So let me just go ahead and put this intro out there. This is gonna be episode 0. So every day, you know, I'm always, or almost every day, I'm working on something new, thinking, doing something, you know. So my buddy come over, he spent the day with me, and he like, bruh, I felt like watching YouTube. I done learned about how to work on a chainsaw, a motorbike, and a power wheel. That's right. He like, you know what you need to do, dude? He like, you need to start a YouTube channel. So I'm like, you know, I've been trying to get it right. I've been, you know, doing my little thing on Facebook. He ain't know about that, but I've been playing. So to all my Facebook followers, I'm sorry, but it's on now. You know, your boy is about to be putting content out like hotcakes, you know. But anyways, that's enough jaw jacking, you know. So welcome to the sweet spot, that one-stop shop, where we like to build it, break it. Here we go. We have a 150cc scooter. As you see, it's already been breaking down. It's 7 a.m. right now, like November 19th, so it's cold. So this will actually be a summer build, but just giving y'all a little look-see at what's to come. Got a weed eater, haven't tried to fire it yet. My buddy gave it to me. As you see, it's still a mess because I stay busy with new projects and stuff. Here y'all go right here. This right here is a Ford 300 straight 6. That's coming. That's going to be end of the year build. Been stocking on parts, as you see. Been getting parts, getting it prepped up. You know, these are the pistons for it. There you go, big mama jamma. But you know us from Michigan, we need more power. So this is actually gonna get a 30 bore over, or should I say, she's gonna get a 30 bore over. There's a Troy built mower I'm working on. You see the yard, it's still, you know, a mess because projects keep coming. It's fall, it's a mess out there. We'll have to hit them leaves. Give y'all a review on, you know, the equipment I use, how I fix stuff. The workout channel starting. Got the little home gym, Life Max. You know, I chose Life Max honestly just because it was a little smaller. My wife is a small frame build, so I got that. I'll give y'all a review on that. What else I got? I got these mowers over here. This speaker my buddy gave me, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but something gonna happen. There you go, got these mowers that I'm building on. So I got a lot of projects actually, you know, in the works. Got some new glass that I'm doing some remodeling in the house. My buddy gave me a whole bunch of glass. So show y'all how to cut that, get that in. But we're actually gonna start the video right, or excuse me, the channel right. You know, we're gonna start, as you see, I'm over here already wrenching, you know, got my fingers, swing spot, got our fingers in gardening, you know, gardening. As you see, this is sod I'm making for the yard. See how green and pretty it is. You see the rest of the neighborhood, rest of my yard. I actually put one sod patch in already, but enough jaw jacking. Y'all see it when it comes. So we're gonna start it off right. Episode 1 will be a motorized custom bike build. This is a 66cc engine. Yeah, so while I'm recording earlier, I'm telling y'all about how this doesn't secure properly. It just rattled, you know, it's loose now. But also, I was saying that they vibrate so hard, not sure if you can see that gap in between there, but that's supposed to be flush. There's a gap above it. pinch gap. That's due to core vibration mounts. Now these two strokes work well when you got a bigger frame that could absorb some of that, but you see that? I am actively taking that plug out by hand. It's a little stiff, but it's definitely not right. That's another reason why I seal, Loctite, everything. So here is the spark plugs. This is what they provide. This is what I use on all my two strokes. Diamond Fire E3s. You know, compared to this old cheapo. Spark plugs are cheaper at the AutoZone and Walmart compared to going to Bikeberry, FYI, because they're going to charge you shipping also. But these give good power. The amount they ask for that CDI is a little outrageous personally, and I do not believe of the gains they claim. You know, that I don't believe that it's noticeable gains. Maybe, you know, tech sheet gains, yes. But I'm gonna buy one just to do a video. I won't buy it from Bikeberry because Bikeberry is inflating. But here's the spark plug I like to use. That gives you enough. It's a little dry in there, so no such thing as too much lube. There we go. Yep. Get it greased up real good. There we go. But the Diamond Fire E3 plugs are definitely the best ones to get for two-stroke motors, especially if you want a brighter, stronger spark. Here, you could go and spend $20, $30 on one of those performance CDIs that Bikeberry provides, but they're cheaper everywhere other than Bikeberry. This kit also didn't come with the right nut to it, so I threw one in there. I'm going to go to Ace and replace that. I'm not sure, but I believe Bikeberry's is like $3 maybe compared to 59 cents at Ace, plus the shipping that Bikeberry carries. Ace, Home Base, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, all of the automotive places have that bolt. It's just a regular threaded bolt. As you see, that doesn't even fit. It's too big, but it does what I needed to keep this nut from spinning out. But I threw some grease in it on my own, and it's fairly decent. Yeah. The gasket is on there still. Yep. So. Not gonna take it apart. I actually, right here, as you see, hollowed out. I tried to use my screwdriver right there, or excuse me, my screwdriver with this bit, and apparently I'm He-Man because I just bored it out with my hand. But cheap parts, you know, could be that, or maybe I accidentally, you know, messed up and it was the bolt Allen I was using wasn't metric, even though it's this one. But hey, whatever. So I just grease that up. You know, ain't gotta be perfect, but just throw a little lube in there. No such thing as too much lube. So now that that's on there, now I need to Lock all these bolts in. This is just, if you are an individual who's going to build you a bike, definitely want to pull out all of the bolts on the bike and on your engine and do this. This will make a hell of a difference. The first day I built this bike, I lost the idle screw on my carburetor. First day of building the bike. I rode it maybe 20 minutes. Didn't adjust the idle or anything. I just built it and started riding. And lost the bolt. But that's just a two-stroke engine problem. Two-stroke engines most of the time are not properly secured, you know, unless it's on a moped, motorcycle or something, you know. But if you get you know, one of these old cheapo kits or one of the old school mopeds which inspired these builds, then you will have a bolt issue, rattling loose. Lube it up, or glue it up. You don't need a lot, but it's cheap enough to where wasteful won't hurt anything. You can do the cross pattern if you want, but it won't affect any difference. Another thing you should do is take apart, open up your magneto area, and you open that up so you could take these wires right here, and instead of, well, first off, they're short. They're really short for how I have it set up. But I don't like 3 sets of wires, you know, basically you got to connect 3 sets of wires from, you know, you got your engine wire, and then you got your CDI 2 wires that you connect. Then you got to add the 2 wires from your kill switch. And I don't like all that wire setup. Plus, this is all of the fucking protection you get on your wires as far as protecting it from heat. So one, you know, FYI you should do, pull your magneto out and wire it to 1 wire straight down as long as you need. I like to do more wire than needed and just cut it to length. You know, it's easier that way. Also, I don't like to do the battery thing. I think it looks tacky, you know, just having a battery. It's already doesn't look too pretty with the CDI and where it's at, and you know, so I try to minimize as much ugly as I can. And this is one easy way, is to get this wire longer and to upgrade your magneto. I'll show you a video on that. Like, comment in that down low, like, comment, and I will do a video on magneto upgrade. Basically, that's your magneto. Nothing fancy. What I am going to do is I am actually going to take it out, and as you see the wires, I am going to add my own 16 gauge speaker wire and replace these with about 4 feet, 3 feet of wire. There we go. There we go. Voila. And that's how you remove your magneto. Alright. Then I'm gonna cut here for now, but bam. You want to see a video on how do I extend these wires to give it a professional factory look? Like, subscribe so you can see that next video, because that'll be the next one. Now I'm gonna insert the new one, and basically just to make it tight, I'm gonna double nut it. Bam, don't need much on there. Bam. Thread it some. Take some of my gasket seal, and I am gonna shove it right into the bolt hole. Like so. As you see, it's sucking it in with it. All right. Still greased up. So it's all good in there. So I'm just gonna throw some grease on it, you know. Help preserve everything. There's no such thing as too much lube. All right, so that's greased and oiled up real good. Okay, now that I greased it, sprocket looks good. We're greased up in here and in there, but you know, no such thing as too much lube, so go ahead and pack it. There we go. That's enough for me. Yep. Pull that out. Get that in some oil. See, it's already been oiled. I've already threw some used motor oil on it. Shouldn't have, but that's all I had. Whatever. It works. All right. Okay. Now it's together. Make sure you put the long bolt top right. I like to start the bolts before I actually seize them in. One thing I would suggest do, you see this bolt's already black, but I like to add some type of Loctite, fuel sealant. My primary craft is weed eaters, lawnmowers, and I know don't matter what brand I buy, they always rattle after a season or missing bolts, and it's just because they vibrate out. So what I like to do is, you know, lube it up. No such thing as too much. You know, you only want a chance what you're willing to lose. And yeah, it's a cheap motor, but it's mine, and I'm not willing to lose any of mine. Get that in there. Just enough to get it in there. And once I get all three started, then crank them down. As far as how tight, honestly, it doesn't matter. This is the setting of my drill. This is how I put it in. And put a little lube on it or a little sealant, actually access some Loctite. There. And then I have it locked in, but when I move this, it's gonna spring forward. Okay. Still works and blue. All right. Next issue I have is my exhaust rattles out a lot. So I'm going to seal that up. As you see, there's the gasket. Here's the bolts and washers. Nothing's the matter with this other than it rattles out. I suggest if you have a bike where it doesn't fit well, you may want to put this motor in after you put the exhaust on, due to the frame of the bike will hinder you from putting enough pressure down to lock your exhaust in. All right. You know, looks good in there. Let's see. Perfect match on the gasket. As you see, not a perfect match. Maybe we'll do some form of opening that up, you know, port and polish. Leave some comments, you know, you want to see a port and polish, and we'll see what happens. All right. Um, Let me sit it up here. Push it through. It's enough to hold it. All right. Let's check that spark plug. Again, this is a 200-mile update. Check that plug, see what she's talking about. All right. I see a little rust right there. I did leave it outside a few nights, and it so happened to freaking rain. They actually give you the tool for this, but I didn't bring it inside. I'm working in my kitchen. So close. All right. Now we have it out. Let's check the plug. All right. So the spark plug looks good. I want to check my gap. I tend to run in between a 30 and 45. So let's check the gap.